In an effort to foster integration within the region, some CARICOM countries have signed a Memorandum of Understanding in Trinidad and Tobago. The two-day summit, which is being described as a successful unity talk, saw productive outcomes since an agreement to achieve economic integration by 2011 and political integration by 2013 were agreed to. Pamela Binder reports.
The primary focus of the meeting will be on CARICOM integration and the single economy. The single economy has been heavily criticized by regional academics, stating that CARICOM is making little to no progress in this regard. Speaking at the second CARICOM Regional Institutions Conference, Secretary General Dr. Edwin Carrington noted that integration is not for the faint of heart. He also noted that the region has been criticized for its lack of integration.
And I stress our community has been beset and buffeted by words and deeds from outside and from within its borders. In that regard, in addition to certain foreign commentators, some prominent regional voices and members of the media corps seem to be losing heart and are on the verge, if not already predicting, collapse of the integration process.
The Secretary General pointed to the lack of cooperation of the CARICOM countries to sign the Economic Partnership Agreement, as well as the failure to adopt suitable government structures could be the reasons for the claims people are making for the lack of integration. To this, he notes that integration is a vital element that has been looked at since the inception of CARICOM.
The deeper cooperation and collaboration to which I referred last year is, however, obviously sorely needed if we are to withstand the onslaught of negativism, which turns a blind eye to 35 years of achievement gained by the hard toil of many.
According to a Trinidad government release, all the parties involved in this mini-meeting are looking forward to productive discussions. The CARICOM heads hope that the decisions will be beneficial to all the countries involved and ultimately CARICOM. Reporting for NCN News, I am Pamela Binder.
Culture Minister Dr. Frank Anthony says while traditional culture must be preserved, there is need for new and emerging creative forms to be embraced. He says this will ensure the vitality of cultural expression. Shardalal has more in this report.
The 6th Annual Guyana Folk Festival Symposium, which honors the late folklorist Wordsworth McAndrew, was declared open today by Culture Minister Dr. Frank Anthony. Under the theme Folk Identity and National Cohesiveness, the two-day event seeks to examine the origins and evolution of folk culture and its impact on society. Culture Minister Dr. Frank Anthony says while the past must be secured and understood, new trends must also be embraced and developed.
If one is not careful, the cultural sector is often overlooked or relegated to the backwardness of nations. And this is really a huge mistake, especially in heterogeneous societies. One of the main benefits that can accrue from the investments in culture is social cohesion dividends.
Dr. Anthony notes that cultural pioneers such as the late Wordsworth McAndrew have paved the way for folk culture to be recognized as a symbol of national identity and pride. Meanwhile, Pro-Chancellor of the University of Guyana, Dr. Prem Mazir, says it is important for Guyanese to understand and appreciate all cultures if national unity is to exist.
And this momentous task is achievable through searching for ideas. Simply not so that the most uninformed person can hold them and the poorest person can give expression to them.
The two-day symposium includes paper presentations, folk performances, and screenings of 2 documentaries. Several outstanding Guyanese are also expected to be honored for their outstanding contributions to folk culture. Reporting for the 6 o'clock news, I'm Shardalal.
More news still ahead. This is the 6 o'clock news. Welcome back. Culture Minister Dr. Frank Anthony says tickets for CARIFESTA will be distributed by Monday. The public will be made aware of the distribution points by the weekend. However, it is likely to be done at the CARIFESTA Secretariat and host venues. Close to 500,000 tickets have been printed, and the Culture Minister says they will be distributed through a first-come, first-served basis. The tickets for the CARIFESTA Secretariat Super Concert will also be made available through this mechanism. Tickets are free of cost and all persons desirous of attending CARIFESTA events are urged to uplift them early. The CARIFESTA Secretariat has strengthened its relations with the Guyana Telephone and Telegraph Company and Republic Bank. Both companies will be sponsoring aspects of the mega festival as they have both contributed significant portions of financing which will go toward the hosting of the event. More from Shardalal.
GT&T has granted $10 million to the CARIFESTA Secretariat. CEO of the company, Major General Retired Joe Singh, says GT&T recognizes the importance of the festival and has called on his staff to ensure that visitors have a pleasant experience.
Because we expect that when visitors come in here, some will be roaming, some will be acquiring telecommunication facilities here, hopefully from us, and will be expected to enjoy the best possible service and a high quality of customer care and attention.
GT&T has also launched a CARIFESTA 10 literary publication grant, which marketing and sales manager Wyston Robertson says is in recognition of the publication challenges faced by Guyanese writers. Culture Minister Dr. Frank Anthony says he is pleased that GT&T has partnered with the Secretariat.
CARIFESTA, we expected no less, and in fact, you have stepped up to the plate, and with this generous cash donation to the Secretariat, it would certainly go a long way in helping with the activities.
Meanwhile, Republic Bank Guyana has also granted $10 million to the CARIFESTA 10 opening ceremony. Managing Director Edwin Gooding says the bank sees this as a great opportunity to showcase the Caribbean's cultural splendor.
Hosting CARIFESTA is no small feat, and it carries the aspirations of Guyanese people everywhere. So we must rise to the occasion and deliver.
Culture Minister Dr. Frank Anthony says the opening ceremony promises to be an extravagant spectacle. He is confident that CARIFESTA 10 will set the benchmark for other festivals. CARIFESTA 10 will officially open at the Guyana National Stadium on Friday, August 22. Reporting for NCN News, I'm Shardalal.
The Joint Services says they have wrapped up Phase 2 of the security preparations for CARIFESTA at Camp Ghana with a command post exercise. The two-day Phase 2 preparation saw over 80 officers, junior and sub-officers of the Joint Services participating in a study on Day 1, followed by the command post exercise on Day 2. The officers of the Joint Services spent the 2 days planning and deliberating on a variety of security-related matters which are relevant to their upcoming roles during CARIFESTA. The Joint Services focuses on the provision of security at all venues to be used for the mega cultural event, coupled with maintaining law and order throughout the country. Chief of Staff Commodore Gary Best cautioned that on the ground situations are likely to have different evolutions in practice. The security preparations will conclude with a tactical exercise with ranks doing evaluations of the various security scenarios